Hey runners, I'm Laura and today I have for you a roundup of 5 pairs of running shorts. So just like when it comes to running shoes, what we look for in a pair of shorts varies from runner to runner, but there are a couple of issues that women tell me they often have with shorts. One is the shorts riding up as they run along, and 2 is thigh chafing. So we're going to look at some options to hopefully avoid those. The other issues are whether you go commando or not, that's personal preference. Also whether you prefer a tighter cycle short fit or a looser fit. What run are you going to be using the shorts for, because that'll influence your choice. And what do you need to carry on your run? How many pockets do you need? I'd always say more pockets is better, but depending on the run that you're doing and what your personal preference is to carry with you, you might have more or less options out there. Here's the first option. The first option I have for you is Runderwear's ultralight running short. They've been getting a lot of attention recently, so I was very keen to try them. They have no inbuilt underwear into it. Runderwear obviously are going to suggest that you use their own. Those are about £10 to £20 depending on which style you go for. The shorts are £50. So if you don't want to go commando, you're going to have to factor in the cost of underwear along with that. And obviously if you are using Runderwear's own, that'll add about £10 to £20 on top of the price of the shorts. What are they like to run in though? They are ultra light. The fabric is strange at first putting it on because it's kind of very light and very stretchy, and you don't really notice it other than at the hems. So the hems around the bottom of the leg, you'll see there in blue, they're a bit noticeable, and I'm guessing they're designed as a way to stop the leg of the short riding up, which they do. But it feels really a little bit odd at first because it feels like there's no short there other than like a small rim around your thigh, which once you get used to it, it's fine. And obviously it's doing that job of not allowing the leg of the short to ride up. But yeah, something to note. Inside the waistband, so the waistband for a start is, as we might expect on a loose short like this, is for it to be a stretchy waistband all the way around. It's not. There's just those 2 stretchy parts on the back of each hip. Then at the front you have a kind of silicone coating pattern on the inside waistband. So that's doing a lot of the work of not letting the waistband move and kind of keeping it in place. So the 2 parts of stretchy elastic on the hips mean that you're not it's not digging in all the way around. That's there for the fit. The silicone waistband's there to stop it moving, and actually makes it really nice to wear on a really hot day. The downside to this though is that the shorts won't take a lot of weight. If you're hoping to load up your pockets, then these aren't the shorts for you. There is a pocket on the back. There's a flap over the top and then a zip underneath, so you can keep your items nice and secure. It'll take keys and probably a card or something small, and there is a loop to, just for that added extra little bit of security, add that hook onto your keys. So really good option for a lightweight, barely noticeable running short on a very hot day. Not the one if you want to carry your phone or a lot of gels or anything like that, but good for a hot run if you don't have much to take with you, and if you want to wear pants underneath, then you can choose your own, or they are okay to go commando in too. Don't tell Runderwear I told you that. The shorts come in small to extra large, so not a massive size run there, but I wear a 10 and I found the small was right for me. That was a true fit. However, confusingly, the small is labelled as 8 to 10 and then the medium is 10 to 12. So if you're a 10 and you're a bit like, which one? For me, a 10, the small was fine. So the inseam is 10 centimetres, 4 inches. So if you are cautious about getting some inside thigh rubbing and chafing, that might be a bit too short for you. The solution, obviously, Runderwear would suggest is that you go for their longer line underwear. They have like a cycling short length one. But you might want to go for an option of a short that takes care of that for you. So next up we have the very long named Zone 3 Medical Braid Compression RX3 2-in-1 shorts. I have had to read that, it's too long. These are them. You'll notice that they have quite a big waistband there. That's 7 centimetre depth of the waistband. It's a nice snug fit around you. It feels a bit like if you've ever used a waist belt for carrying gels and things like that. It feels a bit like that. It's nice and snug, and those shorts aren't moving anywhere. The letdown on this though is that there's not as much storage in that waistband as 7 centimetres could deliver. So there's a little pocket in the front there for big enough for your keys. Maybe a gel if you shoved it right in there, if it wasn't a long one. Something like a GU, probably not an SIS. And then a zip pocket at the back, which I've tried to ram a phone in there. It can stretch to accommodate it if you wrangle it in the right way, but it's not really designed for that. And maybe if you were early 2000s back on a Motorola flip phone, you might have some success, but you're not going to be wanting to get it in and out once it's in there. That's definitely not designed for that purpose, which is a shame, because this nice snug waistband it's gonna withstand the weight of more things to carry than the openings allow. There is another pocket on the inside, under that underneath tighter compression short. There is a little pocket, a little flap, and that's staying snug to your thigh. Again, it's smaller than it could be. I'd like to see that bigger. Because it's nice and snug to the body, it can take some weight. You could take a couple of gels in there bouncing about. So inside you've got a drawstring, tie one. Didn't irritate me as I ran. I didn't even notice it was there actually until I was looking at it afterwards. Those inside underneath shorts, they are, as the name suggests, compression, and they felt quite snug, quite nice, but not like constricting as some of the compression wear that you might come across does fit like. So that felt nice, and it's got a bit of that, feels like you're not jiggling basically. That's a nice kind of feeling. You've got that flappy overshort, and it's quite a nice design. And the fact that that nice snug waist comes up nice and high and feels quite snug, you're not going to get that little muffin top. So if you want to go in a crop top, you might feel it's going to be a nice flattering line for you. The benefit of a 2-in-1 short, that tighter short underneath a lighter short, is going to be if you want to use them for different activities. So if you want to go to the gym or even a yoga class, then you can be confident that that flappy short coming up as you're in downward dog, the tighter short underneath is going to have you covered still. They come in size extra small to extra large, and they are £60, which isn't cheap. The inseam, the flappier short, I think it was flappier short, I'm going to keep calling flappier shorts. They are measuring in the inseam at 8 centimetres, about 3.5 inches, and the undershort is slightly longer. That's coming in at 4 inches, 10 centimetres. So the same as the Runderwear. The only real issue I had with this short was after about 4 miles, I did start to notice the inside seams inside leg did start to kind of tickle my thigh. I don't know if that's the right term, but I did start to notice that rubbing a little bit on the inside thigh where the seam of the inseam met the hem of the short. And maybe over a few more runs and a little bit further, that might have been a bit more annoying. So a similar style to the Zone 3 very long named short is the On running short. That's it, that's all they're called. So they have the same kind of tight undershort with the looser overshort over the top, waistband, similar size, nice and snug around your waist, hips. Also lacking in a few pockets. However, the fact that they have just gone for that one drop-in pocket at the back with a little loop tie for your keys to hook onto does make them lighter, less heavy than the Zone 3 shorts. So nice and snug, but doesn't feel overly too much material around that waist hip area, which on a nice hot sunny day can start to feel a bit too much sometimes. So less weight, less chance of overheating around the middle. The undershort's nice and comfortable. The seams are the same pretty much. Nice heat sealed hems around the shorts legs, so they're kind of not much there to irritate you. There's 3 colour options in these. There is this blue, which is pretty nice. There's a light grey, white, off-white grey colour, which is nice. I don't know how long they'd stay clean if you're wearing them through the winter in cross country. And there's an all black pair as well. The shorts are made from this nice stretchy lightweight fabric, and it is 35% recycled material, so that's nice to know. They are available in sizes extra small to extra large. I, as a size 10, wore a small and I found that true to size. The length of the inseam on the overshort is 3 inches and the undershort is 5 inches. They have a bit of a gusset, so I think you could go commando if you wanted to, if you wanted to reduce the amount of material that you're going to be wearing on a very hot day. They are £70. They do have a premium feel to them. They do feel very good quality and they feel like they're going to last. They washed well as well when they came out of the wash. One thing I really did like about these shorts is that this light blue material, I did think it would crease and show the creases because of the colour quite a lot, but I took them away with me and rolled them up in my suitcase, put them in my bag, and when I took them out the other end, they weren't all creased, so that was a very big thumbs up from me. So the only downside to these shorts for me is that I'd like more pockets, but the upside of that is the lightweightness of them. So if you're wearing them for racing or, you know, over a short race where you don't need to carry too much with you, or a track session or at the gym, then they're a good option for all of those. Next up, Pressio. You might not have heard of them. New brand. They are big into their sustainability. So we have 90% recycled fabrics and eco dyes, which are big thumbs up. They come in sizes extra small to extra large. I wore a size small, found it true to be in a size 10. There are 2 lengths. There is a 3-inch and a 5-inch. Now the 3-inch is £45, while the 5-inch is £60. I'm not quite sure that that pricing stacks up to me. You're getting a couple of inches extra fabric. More importantly, what you're getting is additional pocket. So in the 3-inch, you get a little pocket here in the waistband, and in the 5-inch, you get that plus a pocket big enough for your phone in the thigh. Obviously that 5-inch is going to be more of a draw if you are wanting the longer line, if you're taller, or if you're concerned about the thigh chafing. Now the fabric is, as well as being recycled, is squat proof. You're not going to get any show through there. They are a good option for the gym, for going on the treadmill. Then the lack of pockets isn't so much of an issue. You can head to the floor and do your floor exercises and know that you're not getting any zips or anything digging into you, so that turns into a bonus. What I'd like to see these, and what I see it as for runners, is an alternative to the Nike Pro, which are popular shorts for cross-country season and for track races. And these do a similar job. You're going to give you that same flattering outline, same profile, nice high waist. I do prefer the waist on these to the Nike Pro, because I find that that gives a bit of a, you know, if you have a little bit of extra skin there, the Nike Pro waistband gives a weirder shape outline there, whereas these are nice and snug round the waist, nice and flattering line. They are available just in the one colour, so if you like a little bit more fun, I have another option. These are the Sweaty Betty cycle shorts. Cycle in name, but very much running in nature. They're a similar shape, you'll notice, the high waist. These are £55 and come in two lengths. You've got the 6-inch or the 9-inch inseam. So good option for taller runners, or again, if you're worried about those bit of the thigh chafing. They're also the widest size range of all the shorts today. They are extra small up to extra large. So that's going to take you from like a 6 up to an 18. They, importantly though, come in 15 different colour options. I have the black and I have a lovely leopardy style print as well. And they're always updating the colours. So the short stays the same, but different colour updates every year. These are a zip pocket on the back, big enough for your keys and a card, a couple of essentials. And then the all important for me, phone pocket on the thigh. My phone sits in there nice and snug, doesn't fall out. I've done half marathons in these and it's been there at the finish. They're a similar short to the Lululemon Fast and Free, which comes in similar leg length, similar style. Doesn't have a zip pocket, but does have more pockets, so they're a potential alternative. And the Lululemon short has the phone pocket on both sides as well. You can load that up. Obviously you don't, I call it a phone pocket. You can load it up with whatever you want. It's big enough for a few gels in there. I have to admit I was quite sceptical about when the more lifestyle brands, Sweaty Betty, Lululemon, moved into this sort of kit. I guess maybe I was a bit snobby, being more of a runner than a yogi or anything like that. But the kit is performing, it's doing the job, and I am a convert. I've got 2 pair of these and I do enjoy running in them. So there you have it. 5 pairs of running shorts, different options. If you are nervous about getting your legs out at all this summer, then please forget about that. Nobody's judging you as much as you're judging yourself. Free your knees. Do subscribe to the channel and get more updates on different kit we'll be reviewing.